And good evening all. How's it going? So we're doing a evening flight today from Brisbane to Auckland. How is everybody? Well, the good news is we've got a new aircraft today. Got a charter flight going on here, so I'll just show you our current livery here. So we've got Osprey Holidays. So we'll just have a look around here. So it's going to be about a 3.5 hour flight back to Auckland. I did do this flight a little while ago from Auckland to Brisbane. Very, very nice livery, this one. So this is the Precision Simulations 737-800, the Boeing 737-800 to be exact. So we're at Orbix, Brisbane. So Orbix have made the scenery, which is an outstanding scenery. It really is. It's really good. So beautiful aircraft. It's better than, I have to say, it's much better than the Phoenix A320, which is what we're flying before. So beautiful aircraft. Hey Uggs, how's it going, mate? So, yep, Brisbane to Auckland. The flight plan has been loaded in. So I'll just show you what we've got here. Unfortunately, we don't have a tablet, so I can show you our flight plan. But in the CDU, or the main brains of the aircraft, we've set it up. So we're going to be departing off runway 01 right out of Auckland. Sorry, out of Brisbane. And we'll be departing out of Brisbane over to Auckland. So our current legs are showing out of here, and we'll be getting up to the Upler arrival procedure. So in fact we can probably do that right now. So we'll take the ILS 05 right, and we'll take the Bassiv 9 Bravo arrival. Upler transition. We'll just insert that now. Done. Cool. So we'll just start the clock. So we'll get our we've actually got a couple of we've actually got Brisbane Tower online, so we'll get our departure out of Brisbane Tower very soon. And I've already set up our takeoff configuration, so we're looking good there. Our first officer at the moment is just out doing his walk around, so we'll just wait for him to come back. But in fact, we might as well just get our takeoff, our departure clearance now from him now. Yep, we're on the same right frequency. Brisbane Tower, good day, New Zealand 146.
Go ahead.
Yeah, good day, New Zealand 146, Boeing 737-800, Airways to Auckland, flight level 330.
New Zealand 146, you're cleared to Auckland via Scott, planned route. Scott 3 departure, runway 01 right, fly by speed at 6,000, walk 1312, and departures will be on Unicom 122.8.
Clear to Auckland via the Scott 3, via Scott 3 departure, and maintain 5,000, and the squawk code 1312 for New Zealand 146.
Security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes, you can start boarding.
Thanks.
Okay. So we've now got our departure clearance. Hopefully you can see it, you can actually hear the ATC from today.
G'day, radio check 1321. 1320, last tower, U5.
And we'll start our boarding now. And the good news today, which I'll show you in a second, we'll just get our boarding started.
Requested. Passengers boarding starting.
And I'll just show you. We've actually got some wing views today.
Morning. Thank you.
Yeah, I can definitely try. See if I can up that. Alright, let's see if that works. So we've got some good wing views here today. We do have some thunderstorms in the area, so hopefully that should clear by the time we get airborne. So we'll stay on this view here to see what it looks like. Hopefully get some more people coming into the stream. It is going to be a 3.5 hour flight, so we might get some more people a bit later on. Hopefully. Hey Corp, how's it going, mate? Welcome. Something here which I forgot to do. Typical of a newbie. That's alright, it'll be fine. So yeah, as I said, we've got some excellent wing views, so hopefully for our departure we'll get some good shots coming out of Brisbane. Some really good shots here. So I've just got our departure clearance. No problem, Oaks. All good. Not an issue. What we can do is we'll have a look at the... Oh, yeah, it's not a very good view. Just take this. There we go. So we're currently flying the a charter flight. So for in New Zealand, so we'll be flying New Zealand 146 out of Brisbane via the Osprey Holidays livery. So good sunset.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Okay.
That's the fire test.
Fire your airway clear if you like.
Just let me know if you can hear the air traffic control now. I have turned it up just a little bit.
Hey, Mel. How are you? I'm doing good.
That'll be great, thanks. No problem. Alright, 103.1. We'll clear to Melbourne via Dunedin, Sound Route. Runway 01 right, Dunedin 1 departure. My right is 6,000. Walk 7226. And time will be on Unicom 122.8.
Okay, we can just up that a little bit more. Stand by. Okay, I've just upped it a little bit more. Well, hopefully that's a little bit better.
Oh, yes, feels good.
Thanks.
Oh, have a nice flight.
Cool. So not long to go now, and we'll get out of here. In fact, we need to set the parking brake, so we're going to just activate, or turn on the hydraulics, just to get some hydraulics to the aircraft. You can see that little gauge there is just increasing our brake pressure. So we'll just activate the parking brake, and then we can turn it back off. So got that. That's looking good. Just set out departure briefing. You hear static. Yeah, that's sort of normal, as long as you can hear some ATC. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, that's right. Okay. See how that goes. Right, so let's have a quick look around again, just so that since people have just started joining. So, the Osprey Airways, I mean, look at that livery. An outstanding livery. So, Osprey Holidays. So, we're chartering for Air New Zealand. From Brisbane to Auckland. You can see the baggage loaders going on, taking the bags over to the aircraft. Let's see if he does his normal. Oh, drop it on. There he goes. Yeah, it's looking good. Not too bad. Yeah, a bit of lightning out in the distance. It's entirely virtual, Uggs. It's just a... Yeah, so Osprey Holidays is not a real airline. So, yep, we're just doing a pretend virtual. So we're just waiting for the baggage to finish loading, then we'll hopefully, in fact we'll definitely be able to get out of here. As I said, we've got some really good views of the wing. In fact, we can just watch the baggage loading in progress. Yeah, there's definitely a few airlines I haven't even heard of in Aussie, so but we're just operating this charter flight to Auckland. So a few more. Look at the other side there as well. In fact, down by the engine. Looks like they're almost finished as well, so we definitely should be out here within the next couple of minutes. Yeah, a bit of lightning out there. Side. Yep, there he goes. There we go, the baggage. So everything is now complete. So just get ready now. Okay, we'll do our pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation, transfer and display switches. Normal. Auto. Window heat on. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 285. Altimeter 1008.
Heading 285. Altimeter 1008. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Okay. Might as well do our departure briefing. So we're going to do a D-rated takeoff. No AP on departure. Leads will be on. Anti-ice is set. And we're underweight. Procedures via the SID. We'll run it.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. The taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It's going to be a left seat takeoff using D-rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Standard recheck actions to V1 as briefed from V1. If the call is continue, I'll continue the takeoff per the standard company procedures. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we're going to be okay to come back for an immediate return. The departure routing will be by the ATC assigned SID, complying with all the published speeds and altitude restrictions. It's going to be an NADP1 departure. Flight directors are on. Mine is the master, yours is the slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed and they are with us. Any questions, comments or concerns?
No questions.
Excellent. The departure brief is complete.
Excellent. Alright. So we'll just start
Hi
our...
guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Go. Just going to turn on the hydraulics now because at the moment under our auto brake it's currently showing that we don't have any brake pressure, so we're just going to activate that. We'll just cycle that and hopefully that light should go off. There it goes. So we'll just turn on the hydraulics now. Must have been a little bit under the allowed brake pressure, so that's fine. Alright, we'll do our before start checklist.
Before start checklist.
Stand by.
So everyone, welcome aboard. Yep, so this will be a 3.5 hour flight back to Auckland. So hopefully you enjoy it. As I said, there's a few thunderstorms in the area, so we'll have
We got a
to...
door light here.
Oh, got a door light, so we'll just fix that. And just close our doors. Just make sure the cargo doors are closed, they are. We'll just set.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Go. So, disconnect the jetway. Okay, the jetway is now disconnecting. And just make sure everything's set above. Yeah, we're looking good there.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2160 heading 016 altitude 5000
Takeoff speeds.
V1150 VR 151 V2155
CDU pre-flight.
completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist completed.
Start sequence will be 2 then 1.
Check.
Okay. In fact, what I might do to help us with this ATC, I'm going to change something for... So you can input, change that. Okay, that didn't do it. Just change it to speakers. We'll see how that goes.
Incline 4 runway 01 right, monitoring 21.
Right, let me know if you can hear the ATC now, guys. Hey, Outdoor Nut, how are you, mate? Brisbane Tower, New Zealand 176, gate 77, push and start.
And New Zealand 146, push approved.
So 146. Okay, just let me know if you can hear that. perfect. Thank you. Alright. Okay, so we'll commence our pushback now. There's our marshal over there. Did we get a business class seat tonight? I don't know. Did you book one? I hope so.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay. And everything's set. We might actually just turn on some lights here so we can see. It's getting a little bit darker now.
Locking gear.
Oh, look at that sunset. Okay, we'll go nose right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, release parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, start engine 2.
Start engine 2.
Starting engine 2.
Okay, so he's going to turn off the... This is a little bit different to the A320. So the A320 actually has an automatic engine start sequence, whereas the 737...
Oil pressure.
So they've got oil pressure. So the 737 actually has to have the packs off in order to start the engines. They do a pneumatic bleed. So we'll get up to about 20%, which we've already got. So fuel on. Let's have a look at the wing views.
Starter cutout.
Okay, just start the other engine.
Number 2, stable.
Start engine 1.
Starting engine 1.
Have a look in a minute.
Oil pressure.
So we've got oil pressure. You can see down here we've got under the N2, which is the smaller fan at the back of the engine. It's now turning.
Reset parking brakes.
And we can now set the parking brake.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Couple of the views here.
Starter
Unlocking
cutout.
gear.
So we can start a cutout,
Number 1, stable.
and number 1 is stable. So he's now lowered the
Tower 321, holding point Alpha 7, runway 01 right.
Qantas 321, report ready.
Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
okay, and we'll now select flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Qantas 321 is ready for departure.
Qantas 321, thanks. Runway 01 right, cleared for takeoff.
01 right, clear for takeoff, Qantas 321.
So flaps are now lowering. So we'll select flaps 5. I love these wing views. Absolutely love them. And glorious sunset. Look at that. Outstanding. Alright, let's do our flight control check. So we'll turn that page on. So we'll do our flight controls. Full left. Full right. That's neutral. Full up. That's full down. And that's neutral. Rudders. That's neutral on the rudders. Looking good. Oops. There we go.
Flight control check complete.
Ah, that's good, Uggs. Good to hear. Alright, so... Oh, we need to verify the takeoff speeds, so we'll just verify all these. So we got 158, 150, 151 and 155 for our takeoff speeds. Okay, before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, isolation valve, auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall.
Check the recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake, RTO, engine start levers,
Idle T10.
flight controls,
Checked.
ground equipment,
Clear.
clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Alright. We are good, and we'll just now request for our taxi clearance. So 146 taxi.
NZAA146, taxi via Charlie 9 to the Alpha 9 holding point runway 01 right.
Taxi holding point runway 01 right, NZAA146. Yes, outdoor nut. Yes, that is definitely a real person. So we're on the Vatsim Network. So these are a trained air traffic. Well, you have to be trained to be a virtual air traffic controller. So quite a while back, I was a virtual ATC training director. So we trained the virtual controllers. But in Auckland, well, in New Zealand basically. So, just get the parking brake. And we'll taxi to runway 01 right.
Qantas 321, no further ATC services available. Over to Unicom 122.8, g'day.
Over to Unicom for Qantas 321. Thanks so much for your service. Have a good one.
So it's a very, very short taxi for us. So you can just see the runway just ahead of us now. So I'm just going to wait for the cabin to finish their briefings. Shouldn't be too far away. Just make sure everything is off. Definitely got APU off. In fact, better check. Make sure we got Gen 1. Yep, got voltage on the generator 1s. Outside. Brisbane Tower, New Zealand 146. Just waiting, short delay, just waiting on the cabin.
Flight deck? Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
No problem, New Zealand at 146. Just let me know when you're ready.
So 146. Alright, so we got, we actually, just as we were saying that, we've now got the OK from the cabin. So we can now make sure we're all set here. So we're on the Scott 3 departure, initial climb 5,000. And we'll set the auto throttle to armed. And before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Actually, we're just going to increase that. So this is our trim over here, you can just see that turning. So we've now got, our, it says 6.42 units, so we need just over 6 units, which we've currently got. You can just see there. We'll just turn it down a bit more. There we go. Cool. And we'll just have a look quick outside. No rush. We've got no aircraft waiting for us. There we go. Keep going. Oh, looks like we've got an aircraft. I'm not sure if that's an aircraft coming in right there. Hang on, we'll just... Actually, we might just give the tower a call now. Just tell them we're ready. Brisbane Tower, New Zealand 146 ready.
And New Zealand 146, runway 01 right, clear for takeoff.
01 right, clear for takeoff, New Zealand 146. Alright, so we're ready now for departure. He might be landing on the other runway. Okay.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
Alright, so we're all ready to go. Lining up. Keep the so we're going to do some wing views on departure so we get a really good shot out on departure. Alright, let's hold here. Alright. Okay, we'll hold here. Okay, we'll power up to 40% on the N1. So you can see down here, down on the N1 gauge, we need to power that up to 40%. 40% stable, and take off.
Take off.
Thrust set. $80 knots.
Checked.
Power's alive.
Brisbane Tower, evening Auckland 150 on the 11 hours battle runway 01 right.
Okay, 150.
Read 1. Rotate.
And rotate. Steady rotate. That's about 15 degrees. Alright, and gear up.
Gear up.
Gear up.
And New Zealand 146, contact Unicom, no further ATC services available, and 122.8 for that one. Okay.
122.8, New Zealand 146, thanks. Alright, so we've got no further ATC available to us at this stage, so we'll just we'll monitor Unicom. And we're actually going to Command A.
Command A.
Autopilot on.
And we've got heading select.
Engage heading select.
Heading select.
Sorry, then we're going to select that. Okay, we're just going to turn to our current heading. We'll just intersect that heading there. Just contact Unicom. Brisbane traffic, New Zealand 146 airborne passing 3000 on climb with Scott 3 departure, initial climb 5000. Okay, so engage LNAV. LNAV green and selected, so we're now going to intersect that track now.
to level.
Let's now increase altitude. Go all the way to 330 for our cruise altitude. Alright, let's go outside and have a look. One thing I need to do though, select VNAV. VNAV selected and VNAV confirmed. There we go. Let's have a look outside. Let's go outside. See the airport just over there actually, just in the distance there. So you can see our distance already. Okay, let's just make sure they're not exceeding flat speed.
Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1 set.
Flaps up.
Speed check.
So we're probably not going to hear any further ATC until probably when we get closer to Auckland. There is ATC online in Sydney, but obviously we're not heading down that way. We do have Christchurch Control online that will take, hopefully, and Auckland Tower that is online, so hopefully we'll get them on it for our arrival. Got quite a lot of traffic in New Zealand as well. Work out why our vent is not working. Let's have a look. Stand by. Just stop that. Start it. Hopefully that's showing. No. Weird. Let's do that. Just find out why. I've actually set an overlay to show us what our current seat is. Yep, that's good. Just should be active. I'm not sure why. I can't get the overlay to work, so I'll have to try and figure out why. But yeah. So we're on our way now to continue our climb. outside here. Just doing a takeoff checklist while we're sitting here.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds on. PAX auto. Landing gear up and off. Flaps up. No lights. After takeoff checklist completed. Happy to release the cabin crew?
Yeah, we can release them.
Yes, please.
Okay.
It's
Flight level 100.
I'm gonna try and find out why the overlay is not working.
Happy to release the cabin?
Just trying to figure out why this overlay is not working. It usually does. So I'll just figure it out. See if that works. Interesting. Yep, no problem, Ogs. See you in a bit. Just gonna look at some. Yeah, just not sure why that overlay is not working. So I definitely got this the correct region, right? Oh, hang on. Let's do this. Oh, that's interesting. I might sort out an overlay off stream. That's okay. No big issue. Yeah. Seems to be all fine from my side, so I'll just have to sort it out soon. Let's have a look outside. go, look at that sunset over there. So don't forget to hit that like button, people, and because we're going to do a few more flights. I've got a couple of flights planned, so we'll do Auckland to Sydney, and a few others. We'll do Auckland to Brisbane as well. Just got to work out sort of like the times in which we're going to do them. Yeah, so a couple of flights that I've got planned. So this is our first international flight that we've done. Some of the other views a little bit darker over there. Let's go back inside. I love the reflection off the winglet. That is cool. It does get dark very quickly. Looks like on this side of on the other side of the Tasman. So. We will definitely do some daylight flights going forward. Nighttime flights, yeah, it's not the best, but hey, it's a bit of a challenge. And sometimes we actually do get quite a bit of ATC online at this time of night, which is a good thing. Just makes things a little bit more interesting. Actually probably turn some lights down a bit. Don't need some of that. Just turn some background lights off. Just a little bit. There we go. Past transition altitude, so I completely forgot.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I forgot to sort of release the cabin. That's alright. See if my sign's already off. That's good. Cool. That's the problem when you're looking at the outside view. Sometimes you just completely forget what you're doing. That's okay. It's not a big thing. Hey Bo, how's it going, mate? welcome. So for you, we're just operating New Zealand 146, 146 from Brisbane to Auckland. So this is actually in real time. In fact, what I can do though, to sort of make things a little bit more, we haven't got any ATC online, we might actually just go into some daylight so you can see what we're looking at. Let's go sort of 9 o'clock in the morning. There you go, that'll do. How's that? That's much better. Perfect daylight. See how that goes. Let's have a look at some of the wing views again. So Bo, just for your information, we've actually got some wing views now. This is a different aircraft. So we're operating a charter flight, Boeing 737-800. This is our livery. I can't really show you on the, this is our livery here. Beautiful livery. Let's do the drone. Oh, no, the drone doesn't work. Beautiful livery. Love it. Love it. Let's go back into the wing view. So you can see the scratches on the glass. See, look at all this. Well, I don't know if you call it glass. I think you call it sort of perspex. But, if you have a look, I think I'll just see if I can find it. The rear view camera. You can't really see it at the moment because of the way in which the haze is, but you can actually see the exhaust coming off the engine just here. Can't really see it that much right now, but as I was flying from Auckland to Brisbane, I could actually see it quite well. Might actually see it a little bit later on, as soon as it gets a little bit sort of much more lighter. So we'll fly in the daylight. Make it a little bit easier. Let me know if you do want to go to the dark. If you don't, we can keep it on to... If you want to fly in the dark, we can keep it on the dark. If you want to fly by day, just let me know. There's no issues. There's no ATC online at the moment, so... So... just crossing through, or just coming up to flight level 280, we're going up to flight level 330. If you do want to keep track of our flight, you can. If you, I don't know if I think I've sent it to you before. If you look up Vatsim, just download that to your computer. You can download that and just look up our flight for New Zealand 146. They'll tell you, or you could actually do this. Let's have a look. I think so. Actually, this might be easier. So, yeah, this might be a little bit easier. Might turn that. Stand by. Just trying to find a online map so you can see where we are. Because unfortunately, we don't have a tablet on this aircraft. They are putting one in very soon. It shouldn't be too far away. Yeah, this will work better. Here we go. That's taking that one. So if you want to monitor our flight in real time, that's the website. So if you look over towards Australia, on New Zealand 146. I'll tell you where we are. Oh, cool. Sorry to hear that, mate. Hope you get better soon. Let me know, guys, if you want to fly in the dark, or if you prefer the daylight. We can stay in the daylight. That's fine. So I can change it to real time. Yeah, you want to stay in the day court? Yep, no problem.
1000 to level.
Alright, coming up to 330 now. Cool. So we're just coming over the Brisbane Sandry boundary for Australia. So we won't be too far away, actually crossing over the New Zealand boundary. What have we got online in Auckland? We do have Auckland Control online, and we do have Auckland Tower online, so hopefully they stay online by the time we get there. There's a lot of traffic there as well, so we should be able to see quite a bit of ATC. Should be able to hear quite a bit. So if you have a look on that that link I sent you, you can see down in New Zealand exactly what's currently showing online. Oh, cool. Hopefully you got some in-flight meals. That's good. That's good to hear. Just tell me what you oh, hang on, let me change that. Hang on. Let's check this. Tell me what view you like better. Let's go back to screen 1. So let me know what view you like better. Do you like that view better? So we can stay on one of the wing views just for a little bit. Or that one. So show 1, show 2, and then show 3. And show 4, show 5, show 6, show 7. I sort of like this view. I like that. Show 8. So you can see all the scratches in the glass, which is pretty cool. So you like show 3. Okay, yep, we can stay on show 3 if... So show 3 it is for now. Oh, so you actually like to sit there in the real world. I actually prefer, this is what I prefer in the real world. I mean, obviously, 9 times out of 10, I'm usually up here, or sitting in the jump seat, just over there. Not in this seat, obviously, because I'm not a pilot, but if I'm flying, because obviously I work for New Zealand, usually there's a jump seat at the A320, which is on the centre bit, just here. Not sure where it is on the 737 because New Zealand don't usually fly on don't have a 737, but that's where I sit, probably just about here. But if I'm flying as a passenger, I usually like to sit probably about there. That's where I usually like to sit. Engine sounds put you to sleep. I suppose it's good ASMR then, isn't it? Yep, we'll go back to show 3. There we go. Just move this out of the way so you can see. A lot of the flights from Nandi coming into Auckland. What's that about, Bo? Is that just for the engine sounds, or? Not a problem, Corp. Hey, if you need to sort of go and grab something in between the flight, then go ahead. As I said, this is going to be a 3.5 hour flight, so... in fact, let's have a quick look at our... I don't know whether this will show it in real time. Oh, according to that, it's around about 10:55, so New Zealand daylight time. I'm not sure whether that's. Don't think that's because we're currently not flying in real time. I've got a funny feeling that's actually the. Oh, sorry, 0136. Yeah, that can't be right. No, okay, that's. Yeah, I suppose you can just sort of calculate how long we'll get there. Oh, on VatSpy, yeah, definitely is quite a bit. The other link I sent you is the same thing. Back to show 3. Yeah, that VatSpy link I sent you on our last live stream. Yeah, that's a good link. In fact, if you don't currently have it, let's show you. You'll probably have to download it to your computer though, which is okay. So this one here. Put it into the chat for you. So that's the other VatSpy link, the actual direct download. So if you want to download that to your PC, it gives you a little bit more info as to what's happening. just see the heat haze coming off the engine. Not sure if you can see that. You can just see it. That was cool. Biggest aircraft I flew was on the 747 or the C5 Galaxy. Not sure which is bigger. Definitely the C5 Galaxy. Definitely a huge. They did fly that into Auckland. Well, sometimes they actually fly into Auckland to relieve some of the cargo flights into Antarctica. So they fly those not often, but they do on occasions fly them to Christchurch to provide some cargo, for the C-17s that do fly to Antarctica. So unfortunately there's a little bit ocean than anything else at the moment, as you can see on Fantastic or even VatSpy for that matter. So we'll fly during the day for a little bit. If ATC do come online, we may need to sort of go back to the this is for oceanic control. So oceanic control, we actually need to provide real-time what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of time, telling them what time we actually need to be at a particular point. But at the moment they're not online, so that should be fine. So we'll stay on show 3. Yeah, Corp, same here. The good news is I should have a server going, well, let's put it this way. So once Western Australia, and for people that are not aware, there's a good mate, Argsy has actually got a YouTube channel called Argsy Gaming. Please go ahead and join him. If someone can, in fact, what I'll do is I'll make just put you guys as moderators. There you go. So hopefully you guys now moderators. So if you guys can put Argsy's YouTube channel into the chat, once people that do go ahead and look at the stream later on, they can actually join Argsy's YouTube channel. So Argsy does put up Farming Simulator as well. This is another game that I do play, and so I'm going to actually, after the Western Australia server is then complete, then I'll be putting up a new server, and I'm hoping maybe Spring Creek, and there'll be another challenge within that as well. So Spring Creek, so we'll see how that goes. But we're going to have to wait until we do get that 10 million challenge completed before we do start that other server. No, outdoor nut. Yep, not the 100 million litres. It'd be the 10 million litres at this stage. But yeah, no, I don't think that'll be realistic, to be honest. To see how we go. I'm just gonna make you as well. There we go. Yeah, 100 mil, yeah, 100 million litres would be insane. It would be, definitely. So we're tracking along. If you hover over the tag on VATSPY, you can actually see our ground speed's 460 knots. So if you go back to the flight deck, you can see we've actually got a little bit, in fact, you can just see the wind is pointing over to the left. And our ground speed is 457 knots, which is about right. Oh, that's just the weather changing, that's not a big thing. It's not turbulence, just to let you know. Let's turn that to off. Don't need that now. It's going to show 3 for a bit. What have we got on our arrival to Auckland? We've actually got... Oh, okay. So, currently, this is currently, because by the time we get there, they probably would have already landed. But if you look on VATSPY, we've got New Zealand 1 from Los Angeles to Auckland. Got a couple of Fiji flights that are flying. Not sure what New Zealand 413, sorry, Fiji 413 is doing. He seems to be going the other way. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Oh, looks like he's turning. Fiji 411's on final. We've got New Zealand 955 and New Zealand 95. Correction, New Zealand 951 on the ground. So they're good. New Zealand 507 from Christchurch to Auckland. Got Wellington Tower online, Christchurch Control, and Auckland Tower online. And in Tauranga we've got a couple of VFR aircraft. Got one -8 looks like. That's about to depart to Auckland. Oh, okay, bro. Oh, at least it's back. That's good. Yep, so there is one flight that I want to do, and that is New York to Auckland, but at this stage that is definitely out of the question because, as you know, that'll be, what, 14 hours from memory? I can't remember, it's been a while since I've, I mean I should know that, you know, being with work, but yeah, at this stage I just won't have the time to do New York to Auckland. But New Zealand 27 would definitely be one hell of a flight. It definitely would. But I'll definitely like to do Auckland to New York or New York to Auckland one day. Just need an aircraft that we can do it in. I suppose that would be almost a 24-hour stream. Yeah, Dubai to Auckland, yeah, definitely. That's one hell of a flight there. Yeah, cool. That will definitely be set up time. See the heat haze coming off the engine. You can usually see it when we're sort of, in fact, I wonder if we can get it. Oh yeah, you can just see it a little bit more now. On this side, it looks like it's probably the light. Yeah, you could actually get somebody to give you a hand, you know, during the nighttime hours, who wants to sort of take a shift and then fly from Auckland to New York. If you're doing it online, because usually you can't really disconnect. Well, you can, but it sort of makes it a little bit sort of boring if you sort of do it offline. But yeah, definitely fly business class from Auckland to Dubai. I would love to do that, definitely. Hopefully for me, I will be going from Auckland to Houston, and because I work for New Zealand, I do get, you know, on occasions the ability to upgrade to business class every so often. So pretty cool. Kuwait City to Central Texas via Dubai. Is that Central Texas? I believe it is. Via Dubai, Central Spain, Dublin, Bangor, Maine. That, yeah, okay. I would assume that's a really busy flight, that one. How long was that flight? Yeah, I would assume that's a military flight, exactly. Yeah, over 24 hours, so what, in-flight refueling had to be. There had to be in-flight refueling. Otherwise you'll be, you know, sort of a stop somewhere to refuel, but if it was in-flight refueling. What aircraft was that, by the way? Oh, civilian aircraft. Oh, okay. Oh, so stopping at those places. Right, I get you. Yeah, that must have been really tiring, that one. Was that when you're on deployment, or...? Ah, okay. Yeah, DC-10, right. I wonder if we can... just thinking... might actually... yeah, we might actually step climb to 377. So we'll step climb to 370 and see what we can get. See what our final cruise altitude will be. Yep, we can make it. So we'll actually go to flight level 370 now. See what we're looking at in terms of winds wise. Corp did another deployment, but to Egypt. That was a fun 1/6 month. There on the Red Sea. Wow. That would be something. Look outside. Down in the cabin. Oh, there's a lot of aircraft in New Zealand. Hopefully we do get quite a bit of that. Soon see. One thing I do like is this view here. Look at the clouds and then the lighting. It's pretty cool. Caught my bucket list is to get to Australia and New Zealand. Never been there to either. But my twin was in Australia with the army. He loved it. Yep, you've got to get here, or even to Australia, or go Australia or to New Zealand, or even to Auckland.
1000 to level.
That would be pretty cool. know, you can easily go, if you wanted to do the South Island thing, you want to sort of go down to Queenstown. You know, highly recommend going, if you want to go to Australia first, you can go Sydney to Queenstown, and there's a lot to do in Queenstown. Or if you want to do Sydney to Auckland, there's still quite a bit to do here. But this is a pretty large city, so it's not really a tourist sort of city area. You got the likes of Queenstown, and you know, there's a few other places that do tourist sort of things. Not to say that Auckland doesn't do any tourist things. I don't know if you guys are interested, but I have set up a YouTube channel, and it's very, very basic. If you want to join, I can put a link in. Just let me know. Yep, Bo, definitely Rotorua, but be aware, you do run the risk of needing a shower, let's put it that way. Steam train in the south, I would like to see. Yes, there's definitely a lot. You can definitely do a train route. I don't know where it starts. I think you can go from Wellington. Sorry, not Wellington. Yeah, Bo, you might be able to know where it is. But there's a route you can do in the South Island, and it's really nice, really cool. Visit pubs north, home and Oaksy. Yeah, go and stalk them. No, I haven't. Haven't seen that. Yeah, Kingston Flyer, not too sure if they still operate. Let's have a look. Got plenty of time. Let's have a look. Train. South Island. You can do the coastal express, the coastal Pacific, or the Transalpine. I probably would recommend the Transalpine. That would be something. Yeah, this will be up. Take a look at this. Sorry, I'm going to be a travel guide for a short while. There you go. There's the Transalpine there, Corp, if you're interested. That would be something for you if you ever come here. yeah, the looks like the Transalpine sort of goes via, it goes from Christchurch to Greymouth, which is yeah, you'll definitely hit the so like the going through the mountains, so that would be awesome. So Christchurch, Springfield, Arthur's Pass. So Arthur's Pass, definitely recommend. I've been there before. Outstanding place to go through. Let's have a quick update. And well, you can see the heat aids now, even better now. Yeah, definitely. So there and back is probably the best thing you can ever do. It's outside, we don't do that. Let's have a look at that view. I did some training for New Zealand Rail last year. They took me through the, is that Otira Chat Tunnel? Sorry, I'm not sure. Never heard of it. In one of their maintenance vehicles. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at the lighting coming off the wing. Yeah, all the scratches on the glass here. Yeah, Corp, there's definitely a lot to see, trust me. Yeah, so yeah, definitely the longest tunnel is definitely on the Transalpine. See them. There's us. Well, for our arrival, we might have some more ATC. So, we've still got Auckland Tower online. We've got Christchurch Control as well as Auckland Control online. So it looks like it's going to be quite a busy night. But we've also got Southland Control online as well. So, it looks like the sort of Wellington Towers online. We're not too worried about them. So yeah, it's pretty busy. Corp, I want to tour the US just by rail sometime in Canada. That would take forever. I don't know. Probably not my cup of tea. I'll probably run out of money. update on the flight deck. What's our fuel situation looking like on our arrival? Progress. Oh, we're going to have tons of fuel for our arrival. 7.1 tons. Wow. So, in other words, we've currently got 10.7 tons. We're only going to use approximately around about 3 tons. That's unbelievable. Okay. Have we set up for the arrival? I can't remember. Here we have. Yeah, we have. This one. 6. Yeah, we've got the best of 9 Bravo. Okay, that's good. He's on 27. Is he online at the moment, is he? Oh yeah, he is. Chicago to Auckland, I see him. He's flying on a 787. How long has he been online for? Oh, he's only been on for 4 hours, so he's probably logged off just for a little bit and then came back on. I don't like to do that. I don't like to log off and then log back on, because, you know, it just defeats the purpose of actually being online in the first place. Good tailwind. What, for us? Not really. We've got sort of like a crosswind. So you can see here down on the display we've got slight crosswind from left to from right to left. So our ground speed at the moment is 438 knots with a true airspeed of 460. Usually you can get that round about, if it's a headwind, you can get up to about 100 knots in terms of the wind. It usually gets up to about 500 to 600 knots on the ground speed. But yeah, our fuel usage, so if we go back to the CDU, go back to the progress page, so for our arrival into Auckland, you can see here, 7.1 tonnes for our arrival. So we've got currently 10.6 tonnes, 7.1, so we are, I don't know whether, I think it's because we're flying quite high, we're at 37,000 feet, so I don't think that's got anything to do with the actual, you know, our wind at the moment. So it is good, don't get me wrong, at least we haven't got a headwind, but in general terms we're not using that amount of fuel, and we've already programmed the arrival procedure. So just see how things run. Show 3 for a bit. Yeah, cool, that's alright. You know, some people are learning. It's all good. So we're not far from now from the New Zealand boundary. So if you've got that spy up, you can see the line that crosses between Australia's side and the New Zealand side. That's the line. So that line is actually covered, so the left hand side is covered by Australian air traffic control, and the right hand side of that big line is covered by New Zealand or Auckland Oceanic Control. That's a good view. Show 4, I like that. So we will, because we've got no ATC online, we'll fly during the day, and we'll be able to see the daytime arrival coming into Auckland. Oh, Bo, I missed your message. The Amtrak journey from Chicago to LA looks like a trip, 3 days, I think. Wow. I hope that's not staying on the train all the time. That'd be insane. The blue outline boundaries. That's. Are you looking in the country, like New Zealand, for example? If you are, that's the ATC boundary. So the air traffic control, you can actually change the colours. So if you actually go to your settings on VATSPY, you can actually change the colours. Currently, I've got mine set to red for the ATC boundaries. That way, I can see them. Then I've got the ocean or the oceanic boundaries set to sort of like the blue to it, to show that it's the ocean. Just makes things a little bit easier to see. Just play around with it. You can see the colours and sort of make them to more to your liking. Pretty much on the train, need to book a room or if I ever do it. I don't know. I don't think I can stay on a train non-stop. I mean, obviously you have to stop at places, but I don't think I could do that. Being in the air is a little bit different. You get to sort of see a little bit more. I don't know. I really don't know. Go back to the flight deck, have a quick look around. Everything's good. You can see that we're right on the boundary of our speed, so we can't go any higher than that, because otherwise we sort of breaking our speed limits. So we'll just stay at 370. We're actually, if you look here, if we can zoom on the can't. You can just see our top of descent coming in after Upler, or position Upler. So we're almost, the Upler is actually the boundary for Auckland control. So we're not far away now. Quick look at our progress again. Yeah, see, sort of still have around about 7 odd tons left for the arrival, so we're going to be now, yeah, we're going to have tons of fuel if we need to do any sort of go-arounds. A couple of other views here. We can have a look over the nose. This is on the flight deck. Have a look at the first officer's side. Instrument 1, 2, 3. So this is a good view to see if you want the programs and stuff. The radio panel. So you got the VHF radios, you got the navigation radio, these two here on each side. You got the fire suppression system in the middle here. You got the weather radar in the centre here. Our transponder. So our transponder at the moment is set to 1312. We'll keep that as it is. We'll probably get a new score code as we come in, maybe. Got our ADF radios, which is the air direction finders. Salcal, we won't use that at the moment. Lighting, this is our trim, stabilizer trim. Flight deck doors, to close them off. Should change that. Yeah, so that's that one. So we got our centre console, parking brake, fuel cut-off levers, stabilizer trim. We've got our flaps, speed brake, which is the little little things that pop up above the wings, just increase our drag and sort of disturb the airflow over the wings. Got our throttles in the centre here. Our overwing panel. So flight control systems. This is the main brains of it. So you got flight control A and B, yaw damper, navigation. So you got nav, VHF nav, IRS system, the initial reference system, flight management computer. You can also change the source if you needed to. Here's our fuel panel. So we've got centre tanks, and then we've got the wing tanks. Electrical system, so we can actually change in between. So you can see on generator 1 we've got 400 volts, or sorry 400 on that. We've on the DC at the moment, it's there on that, but DC volts, oh sorry, that's the amps, and then on DC volts we've got 24. You can change that between the auxiliary battery and then the battery. Change that to the APU generator, so the APU is not running, but you can swap in between to find out, what's giving the most sort of electrical power output. Down here you got the ground power, then you got the APU generators, or the main generators. So generator 1 and 2, they operate both off the engines. And the APU generator, they operate off the APU, which is the auxiliary power unit. It's a little jet engine that's at the back of the plane that provides us with electrical power when the engines aren't running. But if that's not running, we can use ground power. So we just switch the ground power on if we needed to. We do have wipers, so just like in your car, we've got windscreen wipers. At the moment, you can see the exhaust gas temperature here. That's for the APU. That's currently shut off at the moment. Couple of lights, calling, so equipment calling is currently set to normal. emergency lights, seat belts. So seat belt sign set to auto. So as soon as we cross 10,000 feet, that will automatically switch the seat belt signs on. I could actually switch the seat belt sign on, and then that will switch the seat belt sign on. I'll switch that back to auto. Up here is the window heat. Yeah, Corp, definitely a lot to remember. Trust me, it is definitely a lot to remember. But you just, it's like a flow. You sort of get to know everything. Yeah, the window heat is the inside, at the front of the flight deck. They provide a little bit of heat so they don't fog up. Probe heat, they're currently set to on. So they're little vanes or little probes on the front side. I'll show you that when we land. I'll show you what they look like. But they provide our airspeed and tell us what our airspeed is. We've also got anti-ice system, so we've got wing anti-ice and you've got engine anti-ice. Some aircraft actually have what's called little boots that pop out and they break up the ice off the wing. Some actually have heat. They provide the heat off the engines, and they provide, this is what this has, the 737. It actually provides heat from the engine. It actually sort of melts off the ice off the wings if we get some ice accumulated on the wings. Engine anti-ice is sort of the same principle. At the front of the engine, it heats up the cowling on the engine, and it sort of heats it up and sort of breaks off any ice. This is our hydraulics panel. So our hydraulics panel for engine 1. So, and then we've got our electric hydraulics. So the electric hydraulics actually provide us with the brakes. So we can turn that on to provide us with some brake pressure. Because at the moment when we're on the ground, we don't have any brake pressure if that's off. But if we turn that on, that then provides us with some brake pressure. And here, just in the centre here, we've got some lights. So you've got our door lights mainly, maybe also the equipment lights. You've also got the cockpit voice recorder. You never ever press that button. If you press that button, everything is erased. You can test it. I won't do it because we just don't want to do any problems here. Got our pressurization system. At the moment it's looking a little bit high, so we're actually going to increase that. We'll go up to 370 and that will start to come down in a minute. Up here is our voice recorder. We've also got the temperature systems for the aircraft, so we can actually change that. At the moment it's sitting around about around about 30 odd degrees in sort of the main areas. Might actually sort of sitting on auto at the moment, that's fine. Here's our circulation fans, passenger air conditioning system, got pneumatic bleed system, pressurization altitude, landing altitude, and our lights. So our lights are at this main part of the panel here. Yes, they do. Yeah, Corp, the pitted tubes provide the airspeed, and they do still have them, definitely. At the back here, not much to really see here. Look at our IRS system, so this is what provides us with our navigation. Bit of radio system, oxygen, flight recording. This here just tells us what stage every single device. It's like the slats, the flaps, the ailerons, everything tells us what sort of stage they're. Oh, sorry, just mainly the slats really, and then the flaps. You can actually test it, so you can see the lights coming up. 8. So you can see here the front panel. We've got our. We can actually change that, so we can switch between different. If something goes down, one. So for example, if this one here goes down, this then will be our main source, and then what we can do, oops, back. Okay, If any of the main source fails, we can actually go back to the main source, and that will one of the other screens will actually provide us with our source of navigation. So we'll switch that back to normal. I think I've stuffed up the view. Oops. Oh. No biggie. Let's go have a look at the wing view for a little while. Alright, well, looks like we've crossed the New Zealand boundary now, so we're not far off. In fact, just so we can get ready, just switch our radios. So we'll be on 1239 for Auckland control. So we'll keep that on standby. In fact, I think we'll get set up also for the arrival procedure. Let's cancel that. So charts. So we want sort of be, I think it's still 05 right for arrival. Look, you can actually check those 5 Vats by. I can't wait until they actually get a tablet. So the tablet that PMDG are doing, the tablet should be happening very soon. That way it will give us information for the arrival, which will be pretty cool. So it's ILS 05 right. Yep. Cool. So we'll take 05 right. Cool. All right. And go to the arrival procedure. We'll take flaps 30 for landing with a wind correction of about 5 knots. So it'll be 146 plus 5, so 151 will be for our approach speed. And our radios will need to be set to 110.3 for our navigation for the ILS. Shift that up, do that on the other side as well. There you go. Cool. So that's set. So we've got that. We'll take order brake 2. We'll monitor that. We may have to provide a little bit more reverse thrust if we need to. It's all set. So we're actually going to contact air traffic control as we approach Upland. So it's still quite a bit, 421 miles, but that won't take us long to get there. Be over soon. Change the heading back to our current navigation. Corp, I want to go to the air show in Oshkosh. You're not the only one. I would love to go to Oshkosh. But I hear it's insane. I'm surprised there hasn't been any sort of air accidents there lately, to be honest. Oh, were you there when that happened there, Corp? Yeah, that was really sad. Really sad. I still want to know what happened, or how it happened. I mean, I've got my sort of suspicions, but you know, I want to see the accident report to find out what actually happened. Oh yeah, well, I think everybody saw it on the news. But God, yeah, that was really sad. I think you know, you just need to be vigilant in terms of in terms of your surroundings when you're up in the air, because everything just flies so fast. Unlike in a car, you can actually sort of you know when things are going to happen, but in the air, your reaction speeds need to be 3 times more than it is on the that it is on the ground, and that's why we have air traffic control. So that these things don't actually happen. We'll go stick at show 3 for now. Ground control for the air show messed up is what I saw, had them in the wrong spots, but I don't know what the report actually said. Yeah, I do want to try and find that report. I do want to take a look at it, you know, just for my own interest and see what happened. Just over halfway now, and we're not too far away now from position Upler, which is the Auckland control boundary. So as soon as we cross that boundary, we'll contact Auckland control, get our clearance into Auckland. Yeah, well, you should be able to hear, like in New Zealand, we've actually got the Harvards that fly here, that they put on a few displays, and the noise from those propellers, because the tips actually break the sound barrier, and it's amazing, it really is. I think you guys in America call it Texan, we call it the Harvard. We've got a bit of a, we actually got a tailwind. It's not much, it's only 31 knots, but again, it's pushing us along nicely. So we've already made up about 30 odd nautical miles in a very short space of time. So we'll get there very quick. So this is actually real world weather provided by Rex, and they provide our weather system. Some places doesn't work all that well. For example, down in Queenstown, they don't actually have a weather station down in Queenstown for that, but they are hopefully getting there. It would be amazing if they can. I would love to fly this aircraft out of Queenstown, but at this stage there's just no weather station just make it truly accurate. We might try and do that soon. be able to hear them, but we can give it a go. Go to 1239 now. Might be a bit of static. I won't get it. We're quite far away at the stage you might not be able to hear anything. Yep, so I've been on a UH-1 Iroquois. It was certainly a interesting experience. I did that when I was a kid, and you know when I was in the Air Training Corps, we did a sort of like got a flight on it. I also got a flight in a C-130 as well. And I also did a live and work when I was also sort of like in high school, where I lived and worked on a Air Force base for a bit. Did that for 5 days. That was pretty cool. I was in the avionics. I was basically an avionics technician, or helped out, I suppose. They showed me what to do. So I got to fly the. This is when we actually had a strike wing back in the day. But we don't actually have an Air Force per se anymore. Bell 202 on an offshore platform. Wow. Oh, that'll be interesting. KC-130 during refueling of AV-8Bs. Nice. Looks like our trim wheel's working overtime a bit, trying to keep us level. So I have tuned to Auckland control, but we might not be able to hear them just yet. We're quite far away still. Yeah, they do use Augusta Westlands for the offshore oil platforms. At the wing views again. Hopefully soon we might be able to see the top of the North Island. Might be too far away. Don't think we can see it just yet. Yeah, it's still pretty hazy up there. Yeah, so you can't really see it, it's quite hazy.
1000 to level. 1000 to level.
So please, if you could hit that like button, guys, that would be appreciated. I know it's a long flight, but I really do like these long legs that we do, just so that we can hang out and have a chat and yeah, do plenty more of these. I am planning to do a few sort of off-stream sort of like videos as well, just on VFR, so we can fly sort of like just flying a little turboprop plane, or even a prop plane, and just fly around the South Island from Queenstown and have a look around. And, yeah, but we won't do that doing a stream. Well, we might do. See how we go. You're an instrumentation technician. Cool. Nice. What's the instrumentation technician doing? So like doing what? Not in aviation, I take it. Lighting off the clouds. It's pretty cool. So you can see the down here. You can see the heat haze coming off the engines down here. I don't know if you set in like in this position where you can see that. Though we calibrate things on mainly oil and gas, but I find myself in all sorts of weird places at times. To be honest, I don't really want to. Do I want to know at what places you find yourself in? In fact, no. Tell us, what sort of places do you find yourself in? And any videos. I don't know whether we want to see any videos, to be honest. Offers any sort of weird places. I just don't know what you'll find. Got a bit of lightning down there. Oh, you did the railway tunnel in Auckland. And yeah, I don't think that's even finished yet, so I'm still far behind. Steam turbine in a power station. Hang on, wait. So I stood in the middle of a 3-story steam turbine in a power station. What? When it was on? Wow. for a bit. See how far away. Yep, not too far away now. You actually probably could hear that little squawk, the little thing we heard a little while ago. That just tells us we're not too far away. Because it's just somebody who's... Whoops. Just getting the autopilot by accident. Turn it back on.
Command A, autopilot on.
No, it was on shutdown. It would have been pretty cool listening to it shutting down though, because of the select the sound it makes as it shuts down. Weather does not look all that great down there, to be honest. Just take it as it comes. Court, does MSFS give you in-flight emergencies? You can. I won't do it though, but yes, you can do it. Just go into the aircraft sections and just do it in here. Oh, actually, where is it? It's in here somewhere. It's one of these. You can do in-flight emergencies. Oh, here we go, failures. So I can set failures for each individual system. So yes, I can do in-flight failures. I can do APU, automatic flights failures. I can do a door. I'm not sure. I'm not going to do it. Do electrical failures, engine, fires, fire protections, fire instruments, sorry, flight instruments. You can do fuel, hydraulics, ice protection, miscellaneous. There you go, there's our first air traffic. Sorry, you can't hear it at the moment, it's quite static because we're quite far away. You can do navigation, again I won't do that. Do all sorts of things. It's pretty cool. I think because we're going to be quite busy, we might get set up for the arrival now. So let's just get set up. Close. We'll keep that open for now.
You have control.
I have control.
Alright, so we're going to be arriving on the Star, ILS. We'll do flaps 30 for landing. Leads will be on, runway is dry as far as we're aware. We'll do water brake level 2. No, it won't be a single engine taxi. We'll arrive in a gate. AP will be started on arrival. We've got no threats today. Final sector, yes, we'll do a final sector today. And the set altitude will be 215. This approach altitude will be 3,000, and so will be the final approach fix altitude. And then we'll set 215 on the barrow, and we'll run the brief.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be on the ATC assigned Star, and we'll just double check all the published speed altitude restrictions are in the box. Going to be an ILS approach, landing at flaps 30 land. The final approach fixed altitude is 3,000 feet. Decision altitude is 215 feet. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. Okay, on the taxi in, just be subject to assignment by air traffic control. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds, navigation radios all set, airport modems have been reviewed. Do you have any questions, comments, feedback, life advice? Love to hear it.
No questions.
Okay, well then the approach brief is complete.
God, look at our tailwind now. 107 knots on the tail. So we're scooting along at 540 knots. Corp, you'll give me $1 to do a door failure. Yeah, nah. I'll pass. If you want the stream to finish early, then yeah. Alright, so let's have a look at our progress page. Yep, still 7.1 tons for the arrival, so we're going to be quite heavy. In fact, I am actually thinking we might go water brake level 3. I think it might be safer. Bo, if you put your parachute on, unfortunately, what will happen is you'll get sucked out. Pure and simple. Because you'll have a rapid depressurization, and you will lose oxygen, and you'll be sucked out. It's like if you get a balloon, and you sort of let the air out of it, but you let it out really fast, that's like a rapid depressurization. So, trust me, it's not a good way to go. So, if you want to stay alive, we'll keep the doors closed. Okay, so we've got ILS frequencies set. Barrows at 215 on both sides. Turn his display up, it's a bit dark. Okay. So we'll keep it on the day, we won't fly real time. Give us a little bit more of a scenic arrival. You got an O2 bottle with you at all times. Yeah, that probably still won't help you, unfortunately, unless you got your seatbelt on, which I think you know, according to Bo, he needs a parachute. So.
5,000.
Oh, can hear them now. Yeah. So unfortunately, unless you got your seatbelt on, you know, yes, the O2 will help you, but if you don't have your seatbelt on, you'll be gone at this altitude. As you get down below 10,000, then you'll be fine. It'll be windy, very windy, but yeah, not a good way to go. Yeah, I know, the Hawaiian air flight, yeah, back in the 80s, it definitely was, well, for the pilots, it was amazing that they managed to get the plane down in one piece, because that pretty much, that part of the fuselage was sort of like, even the bottom half of it was only basically hanging on like a thread. It certainly wasn't great. mic. Yeah, we're looking for air traffic control. Yeah, we got still got one controller online, plus Auckland Tower. So we might just tune 1187 as our standby just in case.
AG1235, contact Auckland Tower, 118.7.
Contact Tower, 118.7, AG1235, equipment done.
Hopefully the ATC is not too loud for you guys. If it is, let me know and we'll turn it down.
The 4560, please down, clear early, hit the coach runway 05 traffic.
Cool. Nice. It's good to hear. So there will be a little bit of static until we get closer and then it'll start to clear. Certainly the weather doesn't look that great, but hopefully it's not too bad for the arrival.
Survey, PG4187, 2025, and 25.
54 Auckland, good evening, identify, determine track direct traffic.
Direct Rexton,
456, contact Auckland Tower, 118.7. Yeah.
See at this altitude the winds are giving a bit of a battering here, so you can see the engine sort of working a little bit to try and maintain the speed that we've got.
Control AZ1235, Auckland mid approach, now go around, heading 100, climb to 5,000 feet.
AZ1235, thanks, maintain 5,000.
Maintain 5,000, AZ1235.
So let's have a look at the current weather for Auckland. I'll read it out to you because you can't see it, or you might actually be able to see it on VatSpy. If you right click on the Auckland Tower, and then you should be able to see it. So our winds are 08015, clouds are few at 4,900, temperature's 18, dew point 13, and QNH is 1026. So we can actually set that here. So you can see down here, so it's 1028 there, we need to lower that a little bit. 1026, there we go, set. So we had a really good tailwind before, but it's sort of now gone. But we're not too far away from hitting the Auckland boundary. Hopefully the HSC is still online for us. In fact, can't really see it right now, but looking at the map of VatSpy, the top of the North Island where Kirikiri, North Cape, it's basically sort of in that area. Unfortunately, there's the clouds in the way, so you can't really see it.
Cruisers Control, very good evening. New Zealand 27 at flight level 400, inbound XLB.
New Zealand 27 Auckland Control, good evening. Squawk 0207.
So we had a control change.
0207, New Zealand 27 heavy.
Okay, cool. We'll catch you later, mate. Thanks for stopping in.
Easy 1235, turn right heading 230.
Turn right heading 230, Easy 1235.
Yeah, looks like we've had a controller change. Should be good.
BG418, climb to flight level 340. Flight level 340, BG418. You don't see, so identify flight level 400. Cleared XIP 1 Bravo, arrival runway 05 right. When ready, you can descend to 11,000 feet, weather Romeo, QNH 1026 is current in Auckland.
Cleared via XLB 1 Bravo departure, runway 05 right, and when ready, descend to 11,000 feet, and QNH 1026 for Auckland, New Zealand 27.
Easy 1235, you can maintain maintain 3,000 and turn right heading of 310.
Turn right heading 310 and maintain 3,000 feet, AZ1235.
Got a bit of wing flicks there. So the wings are actually designed to flex, so it's not a big issue. So, looking good.
So 456 Auckland, good evening. Continue on heading 180 and climb to 5,000. Easy 1235, turn right heading 030, clear ILS CMS approach runway 05 right.
030, ILS approach 15 right, easy 1235.
City Cell 456, got time, take reason for the go around.
You don't suppose keep the route when you're there and do about 30 kilos.
So 456 right.
And Auckland PG 4186, but we'll let you know just when they find out out of Auckland. So that's
PG 418, roger. Easy 1235, main step right heading 090 to re-establish.
090, I'm sure established, easy 1235.
So around about 80, well approximately about 80 miles, we'll contact or control. Almost there. Fuel situation's still really good. Progress. So it's still sitting at about 7 tons. So we'll have plenty of fuel for the arrival.
Easy 1235, established at runway 05 right.
Easy 1235, roger, contact Auckland Tower 118.7.
Tower 118.7, easy 1.
Still a lot of cloud. The cloud layer is sort of hopefully once we shouldn't be too high once we break through it, because on the arrival it looks okay. A bit windy.
So 456, turn right heading 300.
Right, 300.
So again, guys, if you can hit that like button, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And as I said, this is a new channel which I've only just started, so it'll be much appreciated.
Christmas Control, New Zealand 27 leaving flight level 400.
2027, roger. Zone 27 from this position, track direct to ACBAM to rejoin the star.
Sorry, was that for New Zealand 27 happy to join ACBAM?
ACBAM track direct to ACBAM.
Thank you very much, directed to ACBAM, New Zealand 27 happy.
So 456 descent to 3000.
So we're basically planning for gate 15 or gate 15 for our arrival at the international terminal. So we'll give air traffic control get them a call very soon, probably within the next, probably the next 30 odd miles. Just to give us enough time. You can see down here our top of descent is coming up pretty quick. So we need our descent ASAP. And we can't descend without basically his permission.
I have control. You have control.
Bill 456, turn right heading 020, KDI left BB approach runway 05 right.
New 456 turn left, right 050, get out of the 05 right.
I just confirm heading 020.
020.
Just to speed things up, I might change our course heading to runway. This actually gets changed automatically once I hit the approach button. Might as well right now. Get it over and done with. So our centre tanks are now empty, so let's turn off the centre tanks.
And I don't know if you were counting to notice, but you doing 456, we are doing category 1 land of here 40 knots.
So 456 copy, it's only a category 1 in 405 right as far as I know, but You can do a practice autolane, which is what the copy tends to do for you guys anyway.
Crushes Centre, Zulu Kilo Papa Juliet, November at Napier. Good evening.
Papa Juliet, November, high kick control.
Yeah, Papa Juliet, November requesting IFR to Auckland, type TBS9, Zulu Kilo Papa Juliet, November.
Papa Juliet, November, cleared Auckland 2 at flight level 190. It will be the Moose 1 departure of runway 16 and squawk 5465.
Cleared to Auckland, flight plan route, flight level 190, Moose 1 departure of runway 16 and squawk 5465, Papa Juliet, November.
Papa Juliet, November, read back correct.
Cool. So within about 4 miles, we'll give him a call. Just let him know that we're at flight number 370. He'll then give us our clearance into Auckland.
So 456, contact Auckland Tower 118.7.
Command A, autopilot on.
It's funny, I keep bumping the autopilot switch. Right, there we go. Auckland Control, g'day, New Zealand 146, flight level 370.
New Zealand 146, Auckland Control, good evening. You're identified at flight level 370. You're cleared the Bassif 9 Bravo, arrival runway 05 right. Information Sierra at Auckland, QNH 1026 is current.
Cleared Bassif 9 Bravo, arrival from runway 05 right, and copy Sierra, New Zealand 146.
So 146 correct, and when ready, descend to 11,000 feet.
When ready, descend to 11,000, New Zealand 146. So we're cleared down to 11,000 when ready. So we'll do that now. Well, we won't descend yet because we're not at our descent profiles at the moment. So yeah, 11,000 is set. So as soon as we reach that TD, we'll be on top of the descent. And that's when the aircraft will start descending for us. That range a little bit so you can see. So well and truly now until the arrival procedure. So, not far now.
New Zealand 27 descend to 7,000 radar terrain.
Descending to 7,000, New Zealand 27 Civic.
actually check how far our descent is now. Yep, 40 miles to our top of descent. So we'll go down pretty quickly. Actually, we'll give them a call as we're leaving flight level 370 and just let them know that we're going down to 1000 as per the our profile descent. Just that way he then knows.
Juliet November, ready for taxi.
Juliet November, taxi, answer backtrack line up runway 16.
Taxi, backtrack line up 16, Papa Juliet November.
The cabin ready for the arrival, so I'll turn the seatbelt signs on. And let's check. I'll do the descent checklist in a second. Yeah, 20 miles. How's it going?
New Zealand 27, empty 4000.
Descent 4000, New Zealand 37.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 0. Feet recall checked. Auto brake level 3. Landing data.
0, 153. Minimums 215 feet.
VREF 153. Minimums 215 feet. Approach briefing
completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Cool. Done. It's always best to be ahead of time. Which we can see a little bit more out there, but at stages clouds are a little bit of a pain. But hopefully we'll break through it soon. The cloud base in Auckland, I wonder. It's actually not bad. There's actually no clouds detected actually in Auckland itself. So this should actually clear by the time we get there. So we should get really good arrival. Very, very good.
November ready for departure.
Papa Joe November, we're 4 passing 9,500 feet, runway 16 clear for takeoff.
16 clear for takeoff, report passing 9,500, Papa Juliet November.
Okay, we're almost at the top of the set point. So we'll give them a call very soon, just let them know that we're leaving our cruise altitude. There we go. And Angela 146, leaving flight level 370 for 1000.
Detail 146.
Okay, we're on descent. Happy days. So you can see down here what we actually need to try and do is maintain that profile. So we need to keep that pink sort of arrow in the centre there. And if we go below it, which means we'll be below.
Christchurch, g'day, Emirates 413 Super, stand 30 right. At Christchurch, request push and start.
Emirates 413, Christchurch, Control, good evening, push and start approved, time now 07.
Push and start approved, Emirates 413.
Looks like there's an A380 down in Christchurch. He's off to Sydney. Passing through the first layer of cloud. The frame rates are taking a little bit of a hit just here. That's okay. Should clear soon. Maintaining our descent quite well here, which is good.
VG418 at Calais, you're leaving my airspace to the north, no further ATC available, monitor Unicom 122.8.
Look at that lighting.
At Calais 122.8, thanks very much for service, we'll see you next time, VG418.
Stay in this view for a bit. Actually, no, we'll go to what side would our left-hand side, so if we go to this side, hopefully we should be able to see a bit more terrain on this side.
Diesel 27 descent to 3000, cleared ILS DME approach runway 05 right.
Descending 3000 and cleared ILS 05 right, New Zealand 27 heavy.
You can just see the coast in between the clouds. Don't know if you can see that over there. Now.
Alpha November passing 9,900.
Papa Jet November identified, climb to 10,000, and you can cancel the track direct to Nova.
Direct to Nova, was that climb to 10,000? I've already passed that, Papa Jet November.
Negative, that's climb flight level 190 and track direct to Nova.
1903 Nova, Papa Zulu Nova.
Emirates 413, negative ATIS, request taxi.
Emirates 413, taxi on a point Alpha 7 runway 02 via Alpha cross runway 29.
Taxi via Alpha cross runway 29, holding point Alpha 7 runway 02, Emirates 413.
Alright, I'm going to have to start slowing down very soon because it's pretty much a straight in approach from runway 05, right?
Christchurch Control, New Zealand 27 Heavy, established on localizer, runway 05 right.
So 27 Auckland Tower's logged off, so I'll cover you for landings. The surface wind is 0080 degrees, 14 knots, variable between 050 and 120 degrees, runway 05 right, clear to land.
Wind conditions copied and clear to land, runway 05 right, New Zealand 27 Heavy.
As soon as we get to position passive, we'll start to slow down. There we go. So the clouds have now almost gone. Sort of a layer over, sort of like in the distance, but it's all gone. It's going to have a very nice arrival.
And Papa Jet November, you've cleared to Nova 9 Bravo, arrival for runway 05 right at Auckland.
Nova 9 right, arrival 405 at Auckland, up to November.
See if we can get a wing view. There we go. Let's see. Which one's better? Probably that one. Get a little bit more, you can see a little bit more. Still need to keep an eye on things, just try not to get distracted.
Papa Joe November, confirming QNH is the standard.
It is not, because I am there, so I will get the standard now. Papa Zulu November.
Roger.
Emirates 413 ready.
Emirates 413, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Runway 02, clear for takeoff, Emirates 413.
coastline. Looks like we've just now crossed Passive, so just begin to slow down. We've also hit our transition altitude now, so we'll need to actually
So 146, stand by the start at 3000.
Stand by the start of 3000 using a 146. So we're cleared down via the start of 3000.
Eagle 27, welcome to Auckland, vacate Alpha 5 and any staff reference stop.
Yes, we'll be expecting gate number 4 International Terminal.
Has stand 5?
Sorry, but that would be gate number 4 on International Terminal.
Eagle 27, stand 4 only is a small gate and only occupies up to an A320 aircraft, which would, so the gate might be too small for your aircraft, so I've got stand 2 available if you like that.
We'll go for the stand 2 then. News 1 turn 7 heavy, thank you.
So 27, yep, this can taxi stand 2 via Alpha and Juliet.
Stand 2 via Alpha and Juliet, News 1 turn 7 heavy, thank you.
Let's bring some speed brake out just to help us. Still good on profile here, so we're only using speed brake to slow us down a little bit. Actually, we'll come down to about 240 on the speed. Easier for us.
Juliet, November, contact me on 119.5.
119.5, Juliet, November.
So it looks like we'll be on this frequency all the way to landing. Looks like all the towers locked off. It's okay though. At least we've got some ATC.
Emirates 413, Super Passing 2400.
Emirates 413, identify contact flight level 400.
Climb level 400, Emirates 413.
Alright, approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Approach checklist, altimeters. 1026 set. 1026 set. Approach checklist completed.
Christchurch, there's a Zulu Kilo Papa Juliet in November on 119.5.
Papa Juliet, November. Emirates 413, cancel SID and left turn track direct to Vanda.
Cancel SID, left turn direct Vanda, Emirates 413.
Look at the heat haze coming off the engines. It's pretty cool. Just probably stay here for a little bit because need to make sure we're concentrating on what we need to do. Go back to a wing view when we can.
Crisis Control, New Zealand 27, heavy stand 2, engine shutdown on blocks. Thank you, appreciate your services, and good evening, sir.
So 279 from me, have a good one.
Okay, approaching almost 10,000 feet. So our first officer will turn on the landing lights and notify the cabin to prepare for landing.
$10,000. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
So a little bit choppy down the water. Has been quite windy in Auckland today. Message that popped up. Yep. Drag is required after Lingu. We know about that. That's fine. We'll start to slow down even more soon. In fact, Koki's she come down to 230. Oh, was it both? Yeah, it wasn't too bad here. Pretty cloudy, but it was bloody windy. Felt like I was in Wellington.
So 146, cleared ILS, DME approach on 05 right.
Cleared ILS, DME approach 05 right, New Zealand 146. Gonna need a little bit of drag here. So he's cleared us for the ILS approach now, so we are now committed.
Papa Joe, November, following visit position, track direct to Gittuck.
Direct to Gittuck, Papa November.
Just range a little bit. Okay, we might arm the approach now, just to get set up. See down here, the ILS frequency has been identified, heading to 051 with India Alpha is the identifier, and distance to the ILS 20.6. There you go. You can see edge of the coast. So we're basically going...
Lucky Control, good evening. New Zealand 247 is on the ground at Wellington. Request clearance to Sydney and stand 18. 247 Christchurch Control, good evening. Cleared to Sydney via your flight plan route. Will be to upload 1 Romeo departure, Canon transition, squawk 0224.
You spent most of the day inside installing a dishwasher. Oh yeah, that's right. You spent all day doing that, did you?
Yeah, could you just repeat that for New Zealand 247, please?
The cabin is secure.
New Zealand 247, you've cleared Sydney via your flight plan route. Upload 1 Romeo departure, correction, upload 1 Romeo departure, Canon transition, squawk 0224.
Stay there for a second. Take in the scenery. In fact, probably let's have a look at... Oh yeah, this will be good. Let's stay here.
New Zealand 247 is cleared to Sydney via a flight plan route. The upload 1 Romeo departure, Canon transition, and squawk 0224.
New Zealand 247, read back correct.
Okay, we've gone flaps 1.
Flaps 1 set.
And we'll start to slow down even more. Approach mode is set, and we'll select B mode on the autopilot as well.
Autopilot on.
So we're going to take basically this in there. You can actually see the airport just over there. We'll go flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Speed check.
There we go. And we've got the VOR localizer and the glide slope now active. So the autopilot's now flying us down. Don't need this anymore. In fact, no, we'll arm it though. So we'll arm the speed brake. And we're almost going established, so we'll call the town, we'll call them now. And we'll just say we're about to go established. Slow down first, just a little bit more. There's our approach speed. Approach speed 151, which is... So that would be 157. So we'll go down to 157 on the speed. And we'll call. NZAA146, just going established, ILS, DME approach 05 right.
NZAA146, roger, surface wind 080 degrees, 14 knots, variable between 050 and 120 degrees, runway 05 right, clear to land.
Cabin crew, take east.
05 right, clear to land, New Zealand.
Final approach fix.
146.
Missed approach altitude is set.
Okay, cool, gear down.
Flaps 15.
Speed check, gear down.
Okay, landing gears down 3 degrees.
Flaps 15, set.
And flaps 15, we'll go flaps 30.
Speed check. Flaps 30, set.
Okay, flaps 30 is set. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30, green light.
Landing checklist complete.
And we are cleared.
Cleared.
have a quick look, but we will need to go back into the flight deck very soon. See, everything is, there we go. This here is probably one of the views you will see as you're coming in for the approach. In fact, probably one of this one here is probably one of the others. Right, let's go back in, let's concentrate. So we can see. Okay, the wind's, it is definitely moving. It's quite windy. So you can see our wind gauge at the moment sort of moving around a little bit. So it's holding about 15 knots. Okay, 1,000 feet, stable. Disconnect the autopilot in a second. Fly it in. Using the trim as much as we can to maintain our descent profile on 500 as we come into land. You can see that you can hear the call outs by the ground proximity warning system.
400. 300. Approaching minimum.
Yeah, it's definitely windy, you can feel that.
200. Minimums.
Continue.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reversers normal.
Braking.
60 knots. Checked.
Oh, don't know why it stopped us. I did mean you're braking, I'll just turn the auto brake off.
Correct, 413, just received your request to go AFK, so there'll be no further ATC available. You'll be leaving land space in the next 5 minutes or so, so I'm on to Unicom 122, that's fine.
Unicom 122, that's fine, Emirates 413, cheers.
He's on 146, vacated left.
So 146, walk to Auckland, I believe you're for stand 6, correct?
Will be for gate 15 for New Zealand 146.
Okay, New Zealand 146, taxi stand 15 via Alpha and Kilo.
Stand 15 via Alpha Kilo, New Zealand 146. Alright. So we'll select 146. Nice. Oh well, I hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. Actually a really good landing. A bit bumpy on the touchdown, but I'll take that.
You're okay to clean up.
Roger.
Delta 247 Christchurch.
Yeah, go ahead. No, New Zealand 247.
New Zealand 247, I just like to ask when's your estimated time of departure?
Let's have a look at a bit of wing view on the taxi.
Stand by, SAC New Zealand 247.
There we go. You can actually hear the flaps retracting, which sounds pretty cool. So welcome to Auckland.
APU on the buses.
Oh, not quite straight. This is why you don't go to the wing view.
New Zealand 247 Christchurch control.
247.
Okay, Bo, thanks so much, mate.
Yeah, we should be departing in the next 10 or so minutes.
Just, I'm going to be taxiing to the gate, then yeah, that'll be us for tonight.
247, roger. Yeah, reason I asked was I was planning to go off in the next half an hour, so maybe after you depart and get on track then.
Yeah, no worries at all. We were about to call up for our push and start clearance, if that's possible. New Zealand 247.
So 247, yep, push and start approved. Time now 38.
Push and start approved, time 38. New Zealand 247.
So we're going to go via Kilo. So that's Bravo 7, just off to the right, and we're off to via Kilo.
Altitude November, when ready, descend to 110 feet. QNH for Auckland, QNH is 1026.
So when ready, descend 11000, QNH 1026, Papa Juliet November.
That's Juliet, so Juliet's this one, so the next one will be Kilo. Yep, this is Kilo. For gate 15. Turn the flight directors off, we don't need those. So we're just going to basically... 3 minutes, that's cool. We're going to follow this line all the way down to gate 15, which is the back end of the international terminal. You can actually see gate 15, that sign just over there. Thanks, Outdoor Nut, really appreciate it. Hope to sort of you hang around just until we get to the gate. It's got the Novotel Hotel just over here. Just follow this line all the way to gate 15. I'll get my first officer to turn the taxi light off in a second, because we won't need that. Okay, gate 15. Yeah, taxi light off.
Lights and doors.
Check.
Papa Jude, November, Auckland.
Please arm doors and cross check.
Auckland, go ahead, Papa Jude, November.
Papa Jude, November, just for pre-planning on your arrival into Auckland, you're for the Air Centre 1 parking at Charlie 1, correct?
I don't know what it is, but the normal GA at the end of the runway would be fine on the way.
Yeah, that's the corporate apron, yep, where Air Centre 1 is located. I take it you're not from Auckland, so yeah, it may be a bit hard to understand, but maybe for those that are from Auckland it'll be a lot easier.
Well, I can look it up on my chart to try and find it. It's Air Centre 1. Papa Jude, November.
Believe so. I think that's just the corporate ramp anyway.
There we go. So we've got some guidance as well.
Okay, just looking it up now.
Papa Jude, November, contact me on 123.9.
123.9, Papa Jude, November.
Oh, I'll just ignore him, I'll look at the sign just above it. There we go. Cool. Alright, set parking brake.
Papa Jude, November with you on 123.9.
Papa Jude, November, Auckland Control, roger.
Okay, and we're on the bus. That's good. And cool. Shut down number 2, shut down number 1. We'll start the process.
Auckland, Papa Jude, November, just looking at my chart here, you're referring to Charlie 5, are you?
Negative, Air Centre 1's around Charlie 1. So if you want to go to Charlie 5, that's alright with me as well. Yeah, Papa Jude, November, Sunset Delta, but if you're looking for Charlie 5 as well, that's all fine with me. Just asking you if you're for those.
No, I'm happy to go where I'm supposed to go. I see Charlie 1, that is the corporate and domestic freight rep. That's the one I was originally planning on, so let's go with Charlie 1.
Papa Jude, November, yep, sounds good with me.
Alright, so we'll just go back to Unicom so we don't get disturbed by the radio, but that is us. So here's our beautiful Osprey Airlines delivery. Oh, in the in the cart. Just move along. So that is us for today, or this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So thanks so much for coming on for the stream as we went from Brisbane to Auckland. So I hope you really enjoyed that, and yeah, we will be doing quite a few more flights during the week, if I can, in terms of, because I'm back to work tomorrow. But we'll try and get a few more flights in during the week, and we'll definitely be back here probably even on Sunday. We actually might do a long international, or a longish international flight, probably go from Auckland to Sydney. That would be quite a good flight to do. So yeah, anyway, thanks so much everyone, and please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, and we will catch you soon. Thanks so much.
Hello, thank you.